want another Q&A, huh? Another Q&A. Okay. Alright, guys. One more Q&A. But only because I'm not ending it at 14 at an even number, okay? That's the only reason I'm doing this. Welcome, everybody, to the final Q&A. Final Q&A. Please hear me out. You guys really wanted another one, so I was like, you know what, guys? I love you so much. One more. Also, I really needed a break after that nostalgia video. That actually killed me to make that one. So, let's do it. One more. For old time's sake. With that out of the way, let's finally begin. Is life good on hot dog stand? Now I remember why I ended this series. What do you plan to do when Nintendo Switch has crappy paid online coming in September? I guess pay for it, but very, very angrily. But hey, at least it's not as expensive as PlayStation Live over here. Who is your mains in Smash Bros? Kirby, Sonic, and the guy who claps really sadly at the end of every single match. Have you ever played any of the Metal Gear games? No, I've been meaning to for like literally forever. How have you kept your YouTube channel alive? You don't play the things that are famous on YouTube, aka Fortnite and Minecraft. Have I though? Really? Look, I'm relying on genuine, passionate content to eventually find an audience instead of riding the wave of trends or whatever. Temporary success isn't important to me. Popular things don't last forever. It's better to have an audience that actually stays with me instead of an audience that gets bored of me as soon as you get bored of.
2 of them, guys! Oh my god, a 3rd one! 4 in 1 game! I have never experienced that in my life!
Will you ever do more comedic videos or implement more comedy into your newer style of videos? Am I not already? It took me like 20 tries to say VTech Vagina with a straight face. I admit I'm having a hard time writing comedy lately, but it'll get better as I get better. What do Australians generally think of Americans? Is it true that in Australia, everything is trying to kill you? Yep, absolutely. When I was a kid, I used to sit down in the shower, and one time I sat down and sat on a spider. And ever since, I've brought a baseball bat with me to the shower. Hey Bolt, I want to know what your thoughts are on James Gunn being fired from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and all of Marvel-related properties. Look, all I'm going to say about this is that Drax is my new favorite superhero. Did you consider being an animation YouTuber like The Odd Ones Out or Jaden Animations? Look, if I could draw, I absolutely would have ended up like that. But unfortunately, you know, I don't think I would have been nearly as good as James or Jaden are, but it's such an awesome type of video to make, and I think it takes a very specific type of creator to make it, and, you know, I may have been able to pull it off, you know, should I have the artistic talent. Which I do not. How do you feel about the Mario Odyssey eels? Nintendo, why? Waifu War, Asuka or Rei? Asuka by like 1 billion years. So is Bolt Bites dead as well? Oh yeah, did you miss the funeral for that? Because I gave a really sweet eulogy. The series was a mistake. Have my babies. That isn't a question. Can you have my babies? There we go. Have you played the original Banjo-Kazooie, and if so, what did you think of it? I recently bought it for the N64 because I thought it would be like Mario 64, which is my favorite game ever. But unfortunately, it turned out to be one of those, everybody likes this game, so I must like this game, but I don't, and I feel bad, and also I suck at video games. Also, the noise that plays during the dialogue makes me want to die. What's your favorite cringy moment from the Bayformers movies? I can't ever make it past this bit. I get secondhand embarrassment every single time I watch it. I'm kidding, Michael, I love you. Would you ever collaborate with other YouTubers, like The Round Table or something? I have no idea who that is. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not the biggest fan of collaborations, and it has nothing to do with the other person. They're always great from my previous experiences with the collabs. My problem is that I'm a really big control freak, and, you know, I find it sometimes really hard to work with other people. Not, you know, the collabs that I've done on YouTube so far have been really good. I think I might do some more in the future when my time is a bit more flexible and I have my, you know, YouTube channel in a bit of a better space and everything worked out. But at the moment, probably not. Of all the different versions of the characters below, which is your favorite version of Blitzwing? My favorite version of Blitzwing is the one that doesn't look exactly like Starscream, Travis! I'm kidding, I don't really care. How are you enjoying BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle? Oh yeah, I'm really enjoying looking at its store page and looking at how much I'll never be able to afford it. What are you going to do once you hit 100,000 subs? I am still doing the Minecraft Let's Play video. I have not forgotten. I promise you guys, it's gonna happen. What do you feel about all of the new changes? The profile, the content, and this? Yeah, no, I'm having a good time with it. It's been a bit of a change. If you guys thought it was jarring for you, imagine how I feel. But no, I'm actually having a really good time with it. It's been stressful, obviously. I'm questioning whether I'm going to hit the 100k goal this year because, you know, I'm in a bit of a view and sub drought at the moment. Thank you, computer. But I'm keeping my head held high because I'm much prouder of my content at the moment, and the reception has been fantastic. Like, you know, compared to what I was getting, you know, previously, you know, 15,000 views was nothing, but for this a completely new direction that's standing on its own legs. That's amazing to me. And it's clear to me that people are really enjoying it. So I'm really, really happy about that. It's all uphill from here, and I can't wait to see where I go next. How do you want to expand the channel more from now? I honestly don't have any plans at the moment. I'm just gonna see how things go. But I'm really confident that what I'm doing is gonna benefit me in the long run. Just gotta give it some time. Thoughts on EA games? Games? You mean demos with paywalls? And for my last question, do you still like Transformers? Yes, I do still like Transformers, just not enough to dedicate my entire life to it. I wish some people would understand that, but you know, what can you do? Is Cherished Forever still a thing? Sorta, but not really. The Smash Bros video I did was essentially a Cherished Forever, but without the name and everything. I'm not gonna stop talking about things that I like, but I just don't want to do it as a series anymore. Have you ever played Mega Man? If not, would you consider doing it? Mega Man is one of those series that I absolutely love and have never played any of the games. Why do you hate Naruto? I actually think it's a great show. I don't hate Naruto, I just can't watch a single episode without being bombarded by phrases I don't understand. What are your thoughts on Fortnite? I have nothing nice to say about it. With all that you've learned from the Q&A series, how would it possibly affect future content? I've learned that comment videos are really hard to make, and also that I will never stop feeling guilty for not including the other 100 million questions I got. Hyped for the upcoming Ruby Volume 6 this year? I know I am, and it's gonna start with a yang. Hell yes I am! If you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be? Persistent. Who would win, Kicker or Billy or Fred? I don't even want to try and imagine listening to all three of them at the same time. Have you seen the English dub of an anime called Ghost Stories? It's worth checking out. No, never heard of it.
Hey, put the donuts down! Drop the Krispy Kreme, Serpico! We need your help
Did you
here!
my house look like my father and my brother after 9 months or
Yeah,
Oh. Can you go to the Meteor landing site? No other Auto Watch should be on Earth right now. Optimus, I swear to God! Looking back at what you've done before you changed the style of the channel, is there some things that you wish you could have kept doing? Also, did you have any other ideas for the new direction before settling on this one? Don't get me wrong, I love the new direction, but I'm curious. Oh, you bet I did. I am one of the most indecisive people in the entire world. Initially, when I first started YouTube, I'd conceived my channel as turning into eventually, you know, one of those game review type of channels like, you know, your Cat Icaruses, your Peanut Butter Gamers, your Jontrons, and over time I did eventually make some videos in that sort of style, and don't get me wrong, those are still some of my favorite videos I've ever made, but I just didn't see that lasting as, you know, my thing. I just don't think I could have kept it up, honestly. I was sort of heading in that direction initially, and I was planning to keep some series around, but I decided against it after I saw the massive view difference between those more clickbaity-esque series and everything else I made, which, you know, showed me that people didn't really give a shit about me, they gave a shit about me complaining about something. It used to be really nice to make smaller, shorter videos, but the problem with it was that I was doing it just to maintain the schedule, and, you know, like, what's gonna get me through this week? What video can I make really quickly this week? Which was the wrong mentality to have, because I'm not living off of YouTube yet, so you know, I have a lot more flexibility with what I can do, and I don't need to be surviving off of the money I'm earning. So, you know, eventually I changed the way I looked at it. Instead of saying, you know, what can I just quickly make this week? It should be, what is going to advance the channel? What's going to matter? You know, what's going to bring people to the channel? And that's why I'm dedicating and putting so much work into these newer videos, is because that's how I want my channel to be. It shouldn't be just, you know, making something for the hell of it, like the Q&As. I would love to talk more about this because I've got a lot to say about it, but I don't want it to take up the entire Q&A, but thank you for asking anyway, I appreciate it. Do you know Phantom Strider? No I don't.
Howdy, I'm Phantom Strider, and today we're going to be counting down the top 5 Erky Perky episodes.
Nah, never heard of the guy. In all seriousness though, the only reason I know who he is because people kept comparing us, because apparently we sound similar, which I don't think we do, but hey, whatever. But I'm sure he's a nice guy and all. I just, you know, it's just in good fun. Don't take this seriously, guys, okay? Though my question for you would be, what would your advice be to anyone who wants to start up their own YouTube channel? I've been writing a video about this for like ages, but I honestly don't think I'm ever going to finish it. But long story short, as, you know, cheesy as it sounds, don't give up. That's honestly the best advice I can give you. There's gonna be times when you're gonna doubt yourself. There's gonna be times where you hate yourself. There's gonna be times where you're questioning whether what you're making is even worth it. The key thing to really remember is that you are worth it, okay? And you should never ever give up on what you want to be doing. When I first started YouTube, I had nothing but determination and hopes and dreams. And hey, it's gotten me this far, so, you know, clearly I'm doing something right. You will be absolutely fine so long as you keep at it. Just do not give up on yourself and do not quit. You will get there eventually. Your videos are masterfully created, some with such complexity. As a fellow video editor, how do you maintain focus on editing your videos? When distractions arise, how do you deal with them? Oh wow, thank you. I do my best. In terms of focus, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, I am really shit at it. Sometimes I can go hours straight editing, and then other times I can sit down, open Premiere, and then browse Reddit for 30 minutes, and then call it a night. What really does keep me focused, as corny as it sounds, is the determination to actually get it done. Setting deadlines or a schedule doesn't really ever work for me because I edit at the same speed as I normally would, just stressed out. So all I can really do is keep at it. One thing that I can suggest though is to give yourself like a little reward system. As soon as editing feels like, it's really hard work, just take a very small, 5 or 10 minute break, go do something like watch YouTube or whatever, and then come back and edit for like 30 minutes or however long you like or whatever. You gotta keep repeating it and don't overstep the time limits that you set for yourself, otherwise you're defeating the point of it. It's a little system that actually really works, at least for me, so I hope that helps. When looking through YouTube, do you stick to the channels you're subscribed to, or do you expand preferences to content from other creators? I'm gonna be totally honest, rarely do I ever look outside my subscriptions. It took me about 4 years on and off of watching the Game Grumps before I finally got attached to them. So how about that Titans trailer? Fuck Batman! If you had a genie, what would you ask for? Unlimited wishes. And if there's a rule against that, then my first wish is to undo that rule. Second wish is then to wish for unlimited wishes. And then third wish is to revive Transformers Animated. If you had to pick one franchise to be erased from history, what would it be? JJ the Jet Plane or Dirt Girl World? Just why? If you had a superpower, what would it be? Freezing and manipulating time so I can actually get my work done on time. What inspires you to create the kind of content that you do? A shit ton of watching YouTube. If you could have any job besides YouTube, what would it be? Oh man, I got no idea. I've never even considered a plan B. I don't know. Teacher, maybe? Nah, I hate kids. Did you ever get good at Bloodborne? No, that game destroyed my spirit completely. Do you think you'll ever return to making gaming videos, like maybe a DB Plays channel or something, or are you just dried out from gaming? I stopped making the gaming videos because I thought they were a bit out of place on the channel and they weren't getting a hell of a lot of feedback or reception, so, I just stopped putting them out. I still kind of do want to make them, but I think I'm just going to wait a couple years until the channel grows a bit bigger until I reintroduce them. Because at the moment, I wouldn't really see the point. And it definitely will not be on a second channel, because the name will be terrible regardless. Given that this might be Sakurai's last Smash, do you think he might give this monkey a chance? I really, really don't think so, and I'm gonna be honest, guys, I kind of don't want Goku in Smash, because his plot armor would just curb stomp everyone. Nintendo has surprised us a lot with Ultimate, I'll be honest, but I really, really don't think Sakurai is that much of a madman. Goku is never going to be in Smash, guys, okay? Has there ever been a game that you were really excited for, but ultimately did not have any fun with? Yeah, I've had a lot of games like that, actually, recently. I think the one that I can think of that's the main one is Breath of the Wild, which, is a game that I love. I love it as a game. I love the whole idea of it, design-wise and everything. But I don't think I had a single scrap of fun while playing it. Like, I enjoyed the feeling of beating it, but when I was playing during the whole game, I just did not enjoy a single second of it. And that to me is a problem because, you should enjoy the journey as much as you do the end result. You shouldn't just enjoy the triumph, you should also enjoy, playing the actual game in the first place. Man, I wonder what could have possibly made it so difficult. Any advice for smaller channels in the face of the unfair copyright system? Get used to it. The copyright system is unfair, nonsensical, and complete bullshit, but you're just gonna have to accept that. The only advice I can give you is do not be afraid to fight back. A lot of companies are gonna strike your videos because they want money, but do not be afraid to appeal them. Even if it doesn't go through the first time, they are most likely gonna reject it the first time. Try again because they legally cannot reject it the second time. It happened to me with my Pacific Rim video. It's gonna happen to me with my Last Night video as soon as Paramount pulls a stick out of their asses. It should happen to you unless you've uploaded the whole movie or something. How do you feel about the character Jinrai? Yeah, no, I really like Jinrai. I'm glad the designers went out of their way to make him look completely original, unlike anyone else in the series before. What is your favorite Godzilla movie? I absolutely love the 2014 Godzilla movie, and I cannot wait for the sequel where he's only in it for like 2 minutes. Did you like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? Au contraire to critics and... I actually really enjoyed Fallen Kingdom, even if Chris Pratt's character was really, really boring and dull. How is your day going so far? Good, thanks. I just remembered I forgot to turn the lights on, so I'm just gonna... Give me a sec. That's pretty, right? What's your favorite mobile suit, and what are your thoughts on the upcoming live-action Gundam movie from Legendary? The 00 or Unicorn, baby. Or the Mark II. Or Empion. Or anything that isn't this thing. As for the movie, I am super freaking goddamn excited for it. My prayers have finally been answered. Hey DB, will you ever do a video covering the Gundam franchise, answering Gundam related questions there, such as what's your favorite mobile suit and timeline? I don't think specifically about Gundam, but I am planning to do a video on giant robots and why I like them so much, so you better believe I'm going to be talking about some Gundams. I literally just answered my favorite mobile suit, but my favorite timeline is the 00 one, because it's the only one with Setsuna in it. Yo-Yo Paraka. That... Question: who has the best hairline, Diamondbolt or Commodore Cam? I mean, it's obviously... Come on now, we know it's me. Guys, get out of my video! Is the hate regarding your new direction getting to you? I've been pleasantly surprised. There hasn't been all that much hate. The view and sub drop has been getting to me a little bit, I'll definitely admit that, but the interaction has been way better, which is what I was hoping for. There's a hell of a lot more likes and comments now, which, you know, just makes me so happy. You know, the views are second best to knowing that people are actually enjoying my videos instead of just watching it and then leaving. Hey DB, thank you for being one of my favorite YouTubers. I hope your channel grows well. Now, since you've been on the topic of games lately, what is your personal type of game or type of games that you mostly play? I don't really have a specific type of game that I play. I think I'm pretty well rounded. All of my favorite games are completely different to one another in genre. The only thing that's consistent is that I'm bad at all of them. What happened to Transformers: A New Dawn? Insecurities. You like jazz? I included this one only because I like the little face at the bottom. Will you collab with Jobby the Hong? Please do it for the swivel here. I don't... When will you collaborate with Jobby the Hong? Guys, wait. Can you team up with Jobby the Hong? Stop! I'm not saying I'd be against it, but Jobby and I make very different kind of content. He makes fantastic toy reviews and drawing videos and singing and porn, while I make, whatever it is that I make. Also, he lives on the other side of the world. These problems apply to most other creators as well. It's not just him. I've got no ideas on my end, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't either, but I can't speak for him. I'd be happy to work with him and many others, but, you know, I wouldn't get your hopes up. How did you discover our favorite swivel king, Jobby the Hong? Guys, it's my Q&A. I think I mentioned in one of my previous Q&As that I really like Thu Adams' style of reviews, and people started mentioning Jobby, and then I checked Jobby out, and, you know, now I keep shitposting all his Twitter posts. If you guys don't know who Jobby the Hong is, then I suggest you go check him out because he is one of the best channels on YouTube. Thoughts on Jurassic Park, books included. I recently watched all of the Jurassic Park movies in the lead up to the new one coming out, and I liked every single one of them except number 2. 3 was kind of weird too, actually. I haven't read the books, but I'll get to them eventually. Probably. Maybe. Would you consider doing a Ruby character summed up in one quote? Nah, someone else can make it. Do you want Yang to censored for the children while she censored for the children your tiny, frail body? Have you seen Darling in the Franxx? I have not, no, but, and say it with me folks, I've been meaning to check it out. Favorite Mario character? Wow, she is pretty cool, honestly. Oh, and also I love you and will you marry me? Have you ever played any of the Kingdom Hearts games? Yeah, I rented the first one from Blockbuster when I was a kid, and I had no idea what was going on. Even though you said you'll never be doing Transformers videos, will you still be giving your thoughts on movies, toys, etc. through Twitter and any other social media? Oh yeah, absolutely. As I said, I still like Transformers, and I'm still happy to talk about it on things like Twitter and all that. I just don't want to force myself to make passionless videos about the series anymore. Also, make a Discord. I'm pretty sure I had a fan server at some point. I don't really know what happened to it. I don't have a Discord account though, and I don't have any plans to make one, so, you know, even if I did have a server, I wouldn't really use it myself. Do you currently enjoy your way of living, and is life in Australia nice? I absolutely love my way of living at the moment. Australia is a fantastic country. I'm enjoying life here while I can before I become famous and definitely move to Hollywood. I don't really think Australia is all that different to any other country. We all have the same routines, you know, get up in the morning, eat some breakfast, and then go fight off the giant spiders and kangaroos, you know, as you do. Have you ever listened to Linkin Park? What are some good reasons to live? Well, they just announced King K. Rool for Smash Bros, so, you know, that's working for me. Can you tell us what your favorite part about the change to the channel was? The profile picture, definitely. I love it so goddamn much, and I really hope you guys love it as well. What YouTuber do you want to collab with? Jobby, apparently. Fan mail 3 anytime soon? The frequency of the fan mail videos depends entirely on how much stuff I get. You know, I would make them every single day if I could, but it's entirely reliant on what I get sent, so, you know. Yeah. There you go. Who is your favorite beast era character besides Depth Charge? Dinobot!
terrorize.
What are your thoughts on Angry Birds Transformers? I hate Angry Birds and I like Transformers and I love Angry Birds Transformers. Why does it work so well? Do you like dogs? Dogs are literally the best thing on the entire planet. What? Has there ever been something that you've been incredibly interested in but never got around to doing, watching, or exploring it? Oh yeah, absolutely. My entire life is basically just putting things on hold until I remember to do it. I'm sure you get this question a lot, but what kind of music do you listen to? I have what I would say is a pretty diverse taste in music. I can listen to basically any genre that isn't country, but mostly it's either video game music or bionicle music. Mainly bionicle music. For freedom we rise! Why do you always make my life a little bit less miserable when you upload a video? Aw, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's reading stuff like that that really makes what I do worth it. I hope things get better for you, man. I'm really glad I could help. Thoughts on Mega Man Powered Up? I never heard of it. Oh, it's so cute. Hey DB, I've been around since you just about finished Transformers Armada and I've loved all your videos. Will you play Shadow the Hedgehog for the channel, and what are your current thoughts on Team Sonic Racing? Keep up the good work and never doubt yourself. Whenever I get around to doing gaming again, I would absolutely love to play Shadow the Hedgehog, provided I can find a copy of it somewhere. And to be honest, I'm really not all that excited for Team Sonic Racing. It just looks like Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, but with big in it. Do you think Teen Titans Season 6 will actually happen? Never underestimate the corporate greed of companies. I do think they'll do it, but I do not think it's going to be all that great. I don't want to sound pessimistic because I really, really do love Teen Titans, and I would love to see a proper ending to the series. But if they're gonna make it, I really hope it's gonna be more Samurai Jack Season 5 than reboot the Guardian Corps, you know? Hey DB, how are you enjoying your new video style compared to the old one? They are much harder to make and much longer to make, but I'm gonna be honest, they are a lot more rewarding as well. I'm a hell of a lot more proud of my work at the moment, and it's such a relief to be able to actually make what I want to make instead of just being obligated to make something. It's grueling, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it'll be better when the channel grows a bit more. I'm much more confident about my future on this site now, and I wanted to thank every single person who's checked out and supported the new stuff. You're helping me accomplish my dreams, so thank you so much. Does your brother watch your videos? He tells me that he doesn't on a daily basis, but just between you and me, I think he does. Hey DB, I know you're trying to stay away from TF videos for a bit, but I wonder if you're going to review TF Power of the Primes like you did for Combiner Wars and Titan Return. I refuse to put myself through another round of torture, okay? Have you ever visited the United States? I have not, but at some point I'm really hoping to. I cannot wait to try out the bacon. Which do you prefer, Inklings or Octolings? Inklings personally, but Octolings are really cool too. I don't discriminate. How would you feel if Knockout was right in front of you, but he was trying to kill you? Oh, I would let him kill me so hard. Hey DB, I've been watching your content since 1k to 3k subs. Keep up the good work. Why did you make Red Bumblebee your original icon? Why did you break up with Soundwave? Why does Tails and everyone hate Lightning? Lay it on me, man. The old Diamondbolt memes. They hurt. What is your favorite Omnitrix design? Definitely can't be the original, even though Omniverse did. Do you play Fortnite? God damn it. Once. And I absolutely hated it, okay? One of the worst experiences of my life. What is your favorite part about being an online entertainer? Sounds more polite than YouTuber, and why? No, I like YouTuber, actually. I don't mind it. Thanks anyway, though. It's really polite of you. I think for me, personally, is reading the comment section of a video and seeing people repeating jokes or telling me that something or other made them laugh. That's just, it's really cool to see that. I think the best thing is the ease of it. Like, I get to do all of this from the comfort of my own home, and I get complete control over everything I want. It's absolutely not perfect, but I am so grateful for the fact that I'm able to do it in the first place. What, in your opinion, is the best part about your life as a whole, as living it as the person that you are? You've come so far, and I'm glad to see you every time you pop up in the sub feed. Hope you like and pick my question. Oh, that is a pretty loaded question, not gonna lie. I think it's just being able to sit down here and answer questions that people have asked me. You know, me. What's so special about me? Why does it matter what I say? I don't mean it to sound corny, but I think it's a combo between the happiness that I currently have with everything that I've got and the aspirations I have for the future, because I genuinely do believe that I'm going to accomplish the goals I have on this site, and that is what keeps me going. That's what makes me so happy all the damn time. I've got hopes and dreams that I genuinely believe I'm going to accomplish because I'm really confident with the kind of person I am now, and, you know, more on that later. Do you like Lord of the Rings? No. Who would win, Billy Mays or Phil Swift? I just saw this Billy Mays in hand. Are nails just finger, toe, teeth? Never really thought of it like that. Are rakes just combs for grass? Are omelets just egg tacos? Instead of videos, will you just answer some questions as you come across them? Probably, yeah. Did Thanos do anything wrong? Yes, absolutely. I want my Star-Lord back. What do you think of fan service animes? I watch them for the plot. Hey DB, I was wondering, out of all of the Q&As you've done, what one is your favorite? I mean, I would say the last one, because I remember being super proud of that one, but I rewatched it before I worked on this video, and, it sucks. I guess the face reveal one, because that one's a part of history, even though you can't even see me in that one. Can I have a rant about how Hot Rod doesn't deserve the Matrix because he's a little dirtbag who killed Optimus, inadvertently or not? Now, I think you're being too hard on him. It was an honest mistake. The guy just wanted to help Optimus, and he did that by directly running at Megatron, the leader of the frickin' Decepticons, instead of shooting at him, and then made absolutely no effort to escape at all. Maybe listen to Cup, who has literally been alive for 1 billion years. You selfish, childish, grease-licking imbecile. You are single-handedly responsible for making thousands of children cry while watching this movie. Oh man, if only there'd been some way to prevent this. When will you make quality content? Oh, got him. When you upload a Nintendo video, do you get it registered in the Nintendo online service? No, I just get all my money stolen by Daddy Sakurai. Can you do a studio room tour? This is my new room and it's amazing because I can throw stuff wherever I want and I never have to clean it up. What's your favorite ship in any property? Raven and Beast Boy. What ship do you find the most dumb or dislike the most? Raven and Beast Boy. Have you seen the movie Shark Boy and Lava Girl? He ruined my dream journal! Are you as hyped for Spider-Man PS4 as I am? Probably not as excited as Spider-Man is in that picture, but yeah, you bet. What are your thoughts on the new Shazam and Aquaman trailers? They look interesting? I'll give them that much. Are there any video ideas that you've scrapped? If so, what was the worst of them in your opinion? Oh, you bet I have. Okay, I used to have this little notebook where I wrote down all of the stuff I used to put in videos and all that, and yeah, so I've got a lot to show you. So the last time I used this book would have been the third toy reviews video. So there you go. Way back in 1904. So let's take a look at some of my scrapped videos, shall we? Okay, so here's one, and it's probably one of the worst ideas I've ever had. a top 5 Optimus quotes. And I just had a list of things that he said, and I remember the turning point for me was, what the hell are we gonna do in this video? It's gonna be like, number 5, Autobots roll out. Now what? Here is my to-do list of videos that never were gonna be made. If you notice, there was literally there's like 10 here that have actually been finished. So, top 10 Transformers Prime characters, top 10 alt modes, top 5 Bumblebee moments, top 10 characters who deserve a toy. Jesus Christ, what was I, Watch Mojo? Top 5 annoyingly used comparisons between Transformers and other franchises. It just gets progressively more specific as it goes on. And here, of course, is every 5-year-old in my comment section's dream, the remainder of the top 5 incarnation videos that I never got around to doing. Thank God for that. There was the top 10 or 5 Pokemon list that I never ever got around to making. We got animated season 4 before Cameron stole that one from me. Pokemon ideas when I was so desperate to do Pokemon videos. You got favorite anime episodes, favorite least favorite Pokemon, favorite generation, types, and hopes for Sun and Moon. And yeah, I think that's where it stopped. Yeah, I finished with I stopped using this book at 50,000 back in 2017, so I haven't touched it since. Although I have got a top 5 favorite Pokemon with all my brainstorms. August update. Oops. I got satirical video written here. Like, what does that even mean? See, thank God I changed my channel. Jesus. Who would win between Sonic and Ruby Rose? Sonic, obviously, because he's too fast for the naked eye. Even though Ruby is better. What's your favorite video game that uses motion controls? Splatoon. Duh. What does your family think of the whole YouTube thing? They have been incredibly supportive about it, and I'm so thankful for it. My parents especially, because they're always so goddamn nice about everything that I want to do. I try not to talk about it with them too much, because it's kind of awkward and all that, but I'm not going to let the fact that my family knows that I have a YouTube channel hinder anything I put out on the internet, you know? They're not my audience, so, you know, I'm not going to censor myself just for the sake of, you know, oh, I hope mum doesn't see this, you know? If they don't like it, they can deal with that. That's their problem, but, you know, they have been super nice and supportive about it, and I wouldn't be able to do it if they weren't, so I'm really grateful for that. Can you please put this in your video? It would make me so happy. Sure. Would you buy this Danger Owl this backpack? Oh, he's so cute. I'd buy you anything. Yes, I would. Where's that Cherish Forever Toradora? Oh, the Toradora video. I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. I never actually intended to make that. That was before I just put random stuff in the Cherished intro that I liked. I didn't actually, think I was gonna make it. But I technically already did a bit about Toradora in my anime video. So go check that out if you want to listen to me being a huge ass weeb. Are you excited for Team Sonic Racing? If so, what are the characters and maps that you want in the game? Oh wait, I already answered that. Races though. Omega, need to have Omega. Definitely want Blaze the Cat, better be in there, my boy. And obviously, Barney the Hedgehog. You listening, Sega? Come on. Also, why have you changed your Twitter pic into Mania Adventures Sonic? I changed it because he's adorable and I love him. How do you feel about the post-credit scene in Teen Titans Go the movie? Implying that I've seen the Teen Titans Go movie and would go see the Teen Titans Go movie. Do you like the new Cyberverse figures? I am not spending money on them. Have you seen the new TMNT, and if so, do you like it? I absolutely love the look of it. It's adorable, but I have not seen it yet. Do you know about the upcoming Mega Man series?
You are so going down.
No, you are so going down.
I'm not going down. I am downing you. Downtown down.
As if, when I'm done downing you, you'll be uptown.
How do you feel about the Mario and Sonic movies? I absolutely cannot wait for what travesties those are going to be. I don't know who could have possibly thought they're going to be a good idea, but oh boy. You like the Elder Scrolls? I don't, because I've never played any of the games, but Todd Howard is still God. Hey DB, love your videos. Since this is the last Q&A, I figured I'd ask you a serious question. Did you ever imagine that your YouTube channel would touch so many people around the world? And how does that make you feel on a daily basis? Determined, scared, how do you handle it? I hoped it would, but I never expected it to. It's both an amazing and a surreal feeling at the same time to know that my work goes out to so many people. Determined, definitely. Scared? Yeah, a little bit. Can we get a toy collection video? Tell you what, I was actually working on a few months ago how I was going to do that, because I figure it was going to be super duper boring, and I was trying to work out, wow, how can we make this interesting? And you want to know what my dumbass came up with? I was going to do a parody of the poker rap. Yes, bear with me. Oh my god, it would have been a tragedy. I am so glad I scrapped it. I don't like saying it now. It doesn't sound like something I would ever think of making, but I remember I was like so set on it. I'm like, this is gonna be great. No, it wouldn't have been. Add that to the list of thankfully scrapped video ideas. Top picks for newcomers in Smash Ultimate. Honestly, I'm pretty content at the moment. They got Inklings in there, so, I'm satisfied. Not to sound ungrateful, but if I had to choose, my top picks would be Geno, Zero, damn you, Nintendo, and of course, Shark Boy from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
It's working. Keep it up, Shark Boy.
Just relax, lay it out for my face.
What are your plans in terms of future content for your channel, e.g. a possible return to Ruined and Cherished Forever? And, hey Diamondbolt, love your channel, here's my questions. What's next for the future on your channel? Thanks for answering my question, I hope you reach 100k subs soon. Well, thanks, but I definitely don't plan on returning to Cherished or Ruined, or any series, for that matter. And because of that, the future on my channel is a little bit uncertain for me. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on and see where it gets me. I'll probably try something different in the future, but at the moment, I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing, but in terms of the future, I'm just as clueless as you guys are. My one goal on YouTube is always going to remain the same thing. My motivations may change in the future because as of now, I'm not living off of YouTube. The plan is to set myself up that I can live off of YouTube, but at the moment, as I said, I'm allowed to make a few more mistakes than a lot more content creators, in my position may be able to. No matter what changes on my channel, the one goal will always remain the same. I've had so many YouTubers' content be there for me and bring me joy when I've really needed comfort, and, I really, really want to be that for people. I want my content to make a difference in someone's day, and to hear that it already is doing that for some people is just, I can't even describe it. For next Q&A, release date October 2019, what's Billy's mother's name? Wow, you weren't that far off with the release date. I don't know, I only picked this question because I wanted to tell you how much I hate your profile pic. Is this where I get 3 V-Bucks? Yep, it is actually. All I need is your parents' credit card information, just send it my way and make sure, we just gotta keep it between us, okay, What's your favorite Ben 10 alien and how was your summer? Diamond Head and haha, we don't do summer here, you American. I'm still at school, please help me. Are you gonna keep doing Bolt Bites because I love them? No, leave me alone. Have you ever eaten Vegemite? If so, is it bad? Vegemite is fine if you don't eat it like an idiot, okay? I've seen so many videos on YouTube of Americans trying Vegemite and they seem to eat it out of the freaking jar. No, you don't do that. No one eats Vegemite like that. A lot of people don't like it, but it's a spread. You put it on toast, and you put about as much as you would toothpaste on a toothbrush. You don't put a massive glob of it and put it in your mouth. And what? This tastes like shit. Really? Did you know that Lego has released an 80s Voltron set? I bought it recently, and it is glorious. I have never wanted anything more in my entire life. Which do you most can't the least? Yep. Alright, I don't know if you've said this before, but when did you lose passion for the Transformers videos? Ooh, interesting question, and I'm really happy to address this. I would say probably late 2016. I noticed as soon as they stopped being fun and started becoming an obligation for me. I explained this a bit better in my tweet that I did, my big announcement that I was hoping would reach most of you, but clearly not. You know, it got to the point where I felt like I had to make Transformers content because it was the only thing that was gaining any traction, and that was what led to me becoming a Transformers channel. I didn't want that to happen. It happened because that was the only thing people were watching. But there was no love there. A majority of my 2017 and 2018 Transformers videos were grueling, horrible projects, but I hope at least that my suffering was worth your enjoyment. You know, call me selfish, and I don't know if you would, but I just don't want YouTube to be work, you know, like school is. I want to be enjoying it as much as the people who are watching it are enjoying it. Editing isn't fun, absolutely, but, you know, it shouldn't get to the point where the entire process is only done because I feel like I have to. I'm only going to make things that both I want to make and people want to watch. There can't be one or the other. It just doesn't work that way. Videos come out way better when I actually care about the final product, and that applies to any artist ever. Simple question, but have you ever been to a concert? If so, who did you see? If not, who would you want to see as your first concert? I've never been to one, and I'm not really sure I would want to because they seem like crowded, noisy, and gross messes. But I do want to go to one at some point in my life, you know, just to experience it. But if it had to be anyone, I would want it to be either Ninja Sex Party or Starbomb, because I love the Game Grumps more than I will love my own children. Also, what is your favorite anime of the year so far? Love you and your content, DB. Keep up the amazing work. Pop Team Epic is simultaneously the best and worst thing to come out this year. Sorry if it's a bit much, knowing that this is Q&A is going to be the last one. I had a bunch of ideas rush into my head and they were too good to ignore. Okay, wow, that's a lot. Oh boy. What is your opinion on the TF Siege figures that are coming out next year? I hadn't heard of them before I chose this question, and I have to say I don't think they look all that special. What is your opinion on Requiem of the Wreckers? I had never heard of it before I chose this question, and I am super excited to read it. I cannot wait to feel like shit all over again. IDW Well or Beast Wars Rat Trap? Neither one of them knows when to shut up, but probably Well, because Well single-handedly caused the Great War. Since you're not doing TF videos anymore, what non-TF games are you planning on doing a playthrough of? I would like to suggest Bioshock, Fallout New Vegas, Hollow Knight, Ori and the Blind Forest, and Doom. I don't own any of those games, but I hope to play them at some point. Probably won't play them for the channel though, unless you guys would watch me play games on live stream, but yeah, right, as if that's ever gonna happen. Right? What are your opinions on the Studio Series line? I gotta be honest, not a fan. Would you rather have Gendy Tartakovsky or Hiroyuki Imaishi direct a TF animated series wherein they have a lot of creative freedom? Gendy would be great, as would Imaishi, but why can't we have both? Have you watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I have watched it. 4 seasons of it, actually. 5 seasons, I think. And I'm gonna release the biggest unpopular opinion of all time. I think the show is really repetitive and boring, and it doesn't go anywhere. I love the first couple of seasons of it because I used it to replace Parks and Rec after Netflix didn't have it anymore. I don't know, it's just getting so repetitive for me that I got bored watching it. So Parks and Rec forever, baby. Hey Diamondbolt, what made you start doing YouTube? And did you have any inspirations or role models in life? It's hard for me to answer without getting too personal because there's a few family members and all that, you know, serve as personal role models for me. In terms of, in general, there are a lot of YouTubers that I personally see as role models, and I plan to talk about that maybe in a possible future video. I'm currently writing it at the moment. It's a bit more of a personal topic, but I don't know if I'm going to end up doing it. But stay tuned. I'm not sure. Would you guys be, I'll ask this here, I'm going to ask it on Twitter anyway, but would you guys be down if I was to do some more, you know, personal, more mellow topics like, I don't know, like self-confidence and insecurities and all that? It would still have the same comedic style as my videos have at the moment, but, you know, I just wanted to talk about something maybe a bit more relatable, maybe a bit more, you know, I don't know, what would you call it? God, I'm bad at pitching things to you guys, aren't I? I sort of have a script ready for an insecurities video, because there's a lot I want to say in that area. you know, I would hope to make it as interesting as I can. But, you know, it depends on whether you guys will be up for it. If you wrote a show or movie, what would it be about and what would you set it in? I'm a huge fan of your work and I love every second of watching you. You brighten my day when things get gloomy. As a fan who was changed by you, thank you for all you have done. Look, I'm honestly not too sure. I've been asked this question a lot and I've been avoiding answering it because I just don't know. My creative writing days are long behind me. But more or less, it'd just be a worse version of Ready Player One. Sorry, I know it's not exactly the best answer to the question, and I'm sure if I had more time and a bit more thought put into it, I could probably make something decent, but yeah, pretty much that. Okay, lightning round time. Your thoughts on the whole Decepticon, Shattered, and Dropkick. I don't like the way they look. Have you played or heard of Monster Hunter, and if so, what's your favorite monster? Never played it. Top 5 Bayformers characters. Where can I send you fan art? Tweet at me, follow my Twitter, please. How would you react to Soundwave dying in IDW's Unicron comic? IDW would receive a lot of angry letters from me. I'm happy that More Than Meets the Eye is ending the way Roberts envisioned it from the beginning. Are you? I'm glad, yes, but I haven't read it in a while. Oh, we're done. If you could go back in time and tell yourself anything, what would it be? Get out of school while you can, it's all lies. Have you watched My Hero Academia? If so, who is your favorite character? I've seen about 2 episodes of it, but I kind of got bored, but I want to go back and watch it one day because I love the characters, especially Pink Girl, who I know nothing about but love anyway. Hey DB, sorry for commenting on your tweet so much. It's my first time on Twitter and talking to one of my favorite YouTubers is just so surreal to me. Also, wanted to say that I like the changes to your channel. I came for the Transformers, but I stayed because you were one of the funniest YouTubers I know, and just ignore the fans that only say for the Transformers. Anyway, enough of that, here are my questions. What is your opinion on Karaka? Oh, thank you for the kind words. What the fuck is a Karaka? It looks like a very exciting company. One of us has spelt something wrong here. What is your opinion on the Paraka as characters instead of them being in the best song on earth? I actually unironically love the Paraka as characters. The books on them were so damn good. Have you seen the new footage of Transformers Cyberverse? I have, and I gotta say, I kinda like it. Would you recommend Bricklink to a guy who doesn't own any Bionicles at the moment? I've never used Bricklink and know nothing about it, but yeah, go for it. Would you recommend Erky Perky for material when you do the thing that mum told you not to do? What? This happens. What next? Uh-oh. What would you do if I hyphenated your name? I would correct you very passionately. I'm currently working on a comic, and this is one of the designs of the characters. What are your thoughts on it? Looking pretty good. And I've answered all the other questions. Well then, guys, that's it. That is it. I wanted to thank you for enduring 15 Q&As. 15! Jesus Christ. That's like... How many hours is that? They're all like 40 minutes something long. Oh my god. I know it's upsetting for some people. This is the very last one, and I wanted to just say this. It is the last one in this format. I'd like to be open and honest with you guys, and I just want to be honest. I didn't think these videos were good for the channel. I love interacting with you guys, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think it was a very good system. So, I'll still take people's questions, absolutely. How I'm going to... you know, work that into the channel as of now, I have no idea. I would absolutely be up for Q&A live streams, but live streams are still well away for me. I just, you know, my internet, Australia. But I wanted to thank everyone who has submitted me a question, regardless of whether I actually answered it or not. There was so many questions, and once again, I'm sorry if I couldn't get yours in. It's been 2 months since I changed everything on the channel, and, you know, it's still a bit rocky. I still think I've got a long way to go in terms of quality and in terms of, you know, views and subscribers, but the reception has been really, really good, and it's proving to me that I'm clearly doing something right, and I'm just waiting for YouTube to finally recommend one of my new videos to other people, and I am sure, I am certain, you know, not to sound cocky, I just mean like, you know what I mean, that this is going to do me good in the long run. So I wanted to thank every single person who has decided to check it out or support it or is an active watcher of my new stuff. It means the world to me, honestly, because I feel 100% dedicated to this new stuff. It feels more me than ever, and I'm so much happy to be working on it. Not enjoying the 1 o'clock in the morning edits to get it done, absolutely not, but, you know, the end result is always worth it for me. There's so much effort going into these videos, and I'm really, really hoping, you know, it pays off. So, thanks guys, for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Also, follow me on Twitter.